Okay, here's a quick demonstration of how to use these functions in Excel. The idea here is that we have 4 sets of data, 4 pair. We've got X1 and Y1, and this could be age and height, or engine size and miles per gallon, but we've got 4 different sets of similar observations. And so what I want you to do is calculate summary statistics for these 4 data sets to get an initial way to compare them. So to get the count here, we could look and just see that there's 10, but if it was a really big data set, it wouldn't be as easy. So you just type in equals count of opening parentheses, and then I'm holding down the mouse pad, I guess. And then I don't close it with the parentheses, I just hit enter, and that takes care of it right there. You could probably copy this over, but let's test it. Equals count of, oops. Okay. Oh, of course it's going to be 11. And then, so for the mean, Excel requires you to use the word average, the average of these values. Hit enter, and then let's do the same thing here. We can copy this over. You could just copy it all the way across. If you want practice, you can type in equals the average of, hit enter. Okay, so you're going to do that for all of these, and the standard deviation is the same thing, equals. And if you don't know what the functions are, you can type in standard deviation up here, and let's see if we can get it to find it for us. Nope. The other way you might be able to do it is by typing in, oops, I've already got something going on in here. Get rid of that. So I just start typing standard deviation, and you can see that it kind of auto-fills options for me. And if I were to go to standard, I lose it. So anyway, you can kind of figure that out there. So equals standard deviation of, and we're going to highlight the cells, and we can copy it over. So the idea would be to take these summary statistics and compare across the 4 data sets, and then draw conclusions from that. Now the correlation coefficient is a little bit different. We only calculate it once per pair because we're looking at the relationship between how Y functions or responds as X responds. So how do they relate to each other? So we're going to type in equals correl. The first thing it wants is array 1. So I'm going to highlight those, type a comma, because that's what it's prompting me to do here, and then my second array, and I'm going to hit enter instead of close parentheses. So again, if we begin by typing correlation coefficient, open parentheses, it prompts me, we need 2 arrays, which makes sense. We need 2 sets of values to compare. So it's array 1, comma, array 2. So I'm going to put in my 1, put a comma in there. We're taking cells E3 through E13, and array 2 is F3 through F13. So we've got the exact same relationship. In the instructions, I talk through this. A positive value, I want you to take a look at that and decode what is 0.82. Is that a strong relationship? Is it a weak relationship? Is it positive or negative? Okay, so the other thing that you're going to need to do with this data is to plot it up. And you can use the insert, or you could type in scatter plot. So if you type in scatter plot up here, you can see you can insert a scatter plot this way. If you use the Insert tab, you can say recommended charts, or here's the scatter plot chart right here. But let's just see what it says for recommended. We don't have any data selected right now, so it's giving us something really generic. Let's go ahead and select the data that we want to insert the plot for. And now click on recommended charts, and notice that the scatter plot is the first one that pops up, but it's giving us the options for dual bar charts, dual line plots. I'm going to hit OK, and it just plots it up for us. You can move that out of the way, you can resize it. Lots of different ways to deal with these inserted plots. So there's our first one. Clicking off of it kind of resets everything. If you click back on it, it's showing you the two data sets that are being plotted up here. So you're going to do that for all 4 data sets, and look at the distributions of the data, look at the relationship. They should all be a positive correlation. As X increases, Y increases. Yeah, look at the way that those relationships are being plotted up. Okay, that's Excel in a nutshell.